Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In a recent video, I talked about 1920s fashion, and many of you said you would love to see more portraits of women from different eras. So I decided to look into the fashion trends after World War II and see how they evolved across decades. Eventually, I found myself really drawn to the style of the 1960s. You might wonder, why the 1960s instead of the 1950s? The fashion of the 1950s emphasized the feminine silhouette and elegance, shaping a soft, graceful image of women. During this period, following the end of World War II and the economic recovery, fashion often reflected society's expectations for women to return to traditional domestic roles. It was elegant and glamorous on the surface, but also carried a subtle sense of restriction.
Yes, D for down, D for dreary, D for dull and for depressing, dismal and deadly. Ah, here it is. Here is our theme. Here is our answer. Pink.
In contrast, the 1960s was a time of innovation and breaking boundaries. Fashion during this era no longer adhered to traditional beauty standards. Rebellious spirit and the pursuit of freedom became mainstream, introducing more modern, independent images of women. And that's exactly what I wanted to capture in this painting. Without further ado, let's dive into the painting process. First, I need to decide what kind of face to paint. Which face truly represents the fashion icon of the 1960s? Of course, it's Twiggy. Before Twiggy, models usually had a curvier, more traditional feminine shape, like the Vima and Susie Parker. However, Twiggy totally changed the sender. With her slim, almost neutral body type, she quickly became fashion's new favorite. This shift not only reflected changes in women's roles at the time, but also marked a breakthrough in gender roles, and showed how women were pushing for more freedom and independence. Twiggy's signature look included short hair, bold eye makeup, and nude lips. She often used thick black eyeliner to define her eyes, creating a distinct, dramatic eye shape. This makeup style can also be seen in the iconic look of Edie Sedgwick, Andy Warhol's muse. So I'm definitely going to highlight that in my painting. When it comes to 1960s fashion, one of the most iconic trends is the miniskirt. As the designer and promoter of the miniskirt, INPRNT had a massive influence on the fashion of the 60s. The miniskirts broke away from traditional skirt lengths, rising from the knee to the thigh. INPRNT saw it as a symbol of freedom, something that lets women dress how they want it and feel confident doing it. Her designs were often bold, vibrant, and featured geometric patterns, with the daisy motif becoming her signature element. That totally reminds me of Daisies, a Czech new wave film from 1966 by Vera Chytilova. Through the character's senseless destruction and consumption, the film profoundly questioned traditional female roles and gender expectations, aligning perfectly with the social movements of the 1960s. For this painting, I'll be incorporating more geometric shapes and strong color contrasts to reflect the spirit of the era. I'll mostly be using gouache today, but I might switch to acrylic markers here and there for convenience. Additionally, the 1960s also witnessed the rise of second-wave feminism. Unlike the earlier feminist movement, which focused on women's right to vote and legal status, second-wave feminism focused more on social issues like equal job opportunities, education, reproductive rights, domestic violence, and challenging traditional gender roles. The profound social, political, and cultural changes during this time deeply impacted fashion and art, which is one of the reasons the female image of the 1960s is so captivating. And that's today's piece. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like this process, feel free to leave a comment, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe. See you in the next video.